I took over the Minnesota Vikings and I'm on a quest to win a Super Bowl. But there's a problem. Our GM has succumbed to external pressures about his job performance and wants to try a completely unorthodox team building strategy. He said I can only add players that exactly fit into our scheme. Thankfully, he decided not to cut Justin Jefferson. And by cycling through all the offensive schemes that are possible, it seems that Justin Jefferson fits, well, just about every single scheme. Now we've got to pick our offensive scheme for our team, and I know I want to run the Dallas offensive playbook because in Madden, they're always so good. Don't ask me how. So we're going to use the West Coast zone run offensive scheme. And on defense, let's try the New York Jets, who run a 4-3 scheme, but also run a lot of nickel. So now let's go find our next position, which is either a left tackle or a halfback. Now, what I haven't told you is once I add a player of a certain overall, I cannot use that overall anymore. So since Justin Jefferson's a 99, I can't add a 99 overall halfback. Looks like Saquon Barkley at a 98 overall is a scheme fit, and Christian McCaffrey at a 95 overall. And I think we've got to add the offensive player of the year. And Saquon Barkley, welcome to the squad, our star running back next to a star receiver. Now let's continue our ring around the rosy and head to the quarterback spot. Lamar Jackson is not a scheme fit, neither is Josh Allen, but Joe Burrow is, and we have not used the 96 overall yet. Jared Goff is as well, but I don't think we're going to drop down that far. You already know, guys, I am getting Joe Burrow. So welcome to the team, Joe Burrow. 96 overall field general and a scheme fit, baby. I know this sounds easy, but with adding a full offense and full defense and we can't reuse overalls, I've already stacked my offense, but if we go over too far, we're not going to have any good overalls left to choose for the defense. This could get really tough. Up next is the fullback. I might bite the bullet on this one and not go too hard for it. Oh, but Kyle Juszczyk is a scheme fit, but that's using up an 88 overall. Dude, I don't think I can do it. I think we go with Reggie Gilliam, who is a scheme fit from the Bills, and he's a 79 overall. This is just not a position I'm going to use very much, so we got to be strategic. And next to Gilliam is a wide receiver 2, and then we'll be adding a wide receiver 3. And none of the top wide receivers are scheme fits. This is actually really bad. We do have Devontae Adams at a 92 overall is the highest one we can add. But since I already have a really good receiver, let's see who else is a playmaker. DJ Moore at an 87 overall, that's really good, but I need to save some of these overalls. Then we get into Zay Flowers and Debo, Malik Neighbors. I know for sure I'm going to add DJ Moore, who's a superstar as well. Now you're seeing with DJ Moore that he's boosted to an 88 overall, but his true rating when we found him was an 87, so that's what we're going to stick with. And then we've definitely got to use a lower number here. I'm thinking like 81 overall-ish. Ooh, Brian Thomas is really interesting. I don't think I can use up another 85. Remember, we got a whole defense to build. Also, Jamison Williams, though, who's 98 speed. We need a speed demon, bro. I'm going to go with Jamison Williams. He's a scheme fit. He's 82 overall. And most importantly, he's 98 speed. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, our wide receiver core is absolutely nasty. But no, Reggie Gilliam is not going to be playing tight end for us, so we have to go find ourselves a tight end that's also a scheme fit. Bro, George Kittle is a scheme fit, but he's a 98 overall, and we've already used that. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. And then we immediately dropped all the way to a 92, and Mark Andrews is not even a scheme fit, neither is McBride. Oh no, this might get bad. Pat Freiermuth is the highest overall tight end we can add, but he is a scheme fit at an 84 overall, which we have not used. So that's pretty good. I've never seen so many puzzle pieces on one team. Now we're starting our offensive line, beginning with the right tackle. Who the heck is Zach Tom? I don't even know who this is, but he's the highest right tackle we can add. That's a scheme fit. And then it drops all the way down. Oh my goodness, all the way down. We've already used an 87, which means we have to add 75 overall Austin Jackson. He's the only other option. Or Jonah Williams. Oh my gosh, dude. All right, well, we know what we have to do. Austin Jackson, welcome to the team. Now we're looking at a right guard, and I'm already not seeing any options. Sam Cosmi at an 88, which we have not used yet. That's an option. We also have Elijah Vera Tucker at an 84. Oh, we can't use him. And then the list just keeps going. This scheme is not good for right guards in the NFL. I think we've got to go. Oh, we can't go Juice Scruggs at a 74. So since we've already used 84 overall, that means we have to get Sam Cosmi, who's a great ad, but just using an 88 overall on our offensive line is not what I had in mind. I take it all back, bro. Look at the flow. That is exactly the kind of guy I want on my team. For center, it looks like we've got some options. Frank Ragnow at a 92. I mean, he's a stud. Eric McCoy at an 89, which we have not used 89 yet. We've also got Linderbaum. We can't use an 88. We can use an 83 with Zach Frazier. I think this is the one. I don't need the world's best offensive offensive line. I just need a good one, and Zach Frazier is our man. Now, Frazier is an 83. Now, Quentin Nelson, on the other hand, that is really intriguing. I wonder what other left guards we can add here. It doesn't look like much of anything until Peter Skoronski at 77, which we have not used. You know what? I'm going to save some of my higher overalls for defense. I think we need a Studley defense to make the Super Bowl. So it feels weird choosing him over Quentin Nelson, but I mean, look at that face. He's just so cute. Lastly, we need a left tackle. Trent Williams, not available. Unfortunately, he's not a scheme fit, and there is no scheme fits towards the top. Oh no, this could get really bad. Where are the scheme fits? See, this is why I don't trust this GM, dude. He's valuing scheme fits, and the best one we can get is a 78 overall. But thankfully, we have not used 78 overall yet. Alaric Jackson. I mean, in fairness, he is 6'7", so that's definitely a help for us. And there you have it. Our whole offense is complete, and it's currently a 91 overall, but we've used some of the best overalls available. We're gonna have to get shifty, get creative with our defense, because if we don't have an overall that's the only scheme fit available, that means we have to add even worse players. And so I've got a wheel here with all the defensive positions that we'll be starting with, and it's gonna tell us where on our team we actually have to start with this. And it's gonna be at the cornerback number 2 spot, which means we're starting on the right side of the screen. Then we'll go to left end or strong safety, whatever I'm feeling. Now we do have a 4-3 defense, so I wonder which of these guys are gonna work. Derek Stingley is an option because he's a 93 and we've not used the 93. So we may come back to him for cornerback number 1. But for cornerback number 2, Jalen Johnson, have we used the 89? No, we haven't, dude. And I think corners are the way to go with this. So I'm gonna pick up Jalen Johnson for our CB2. And I might have just shown you a preview for who our CB1's gonna be. Well, let's head up to strong safety because I like to build secondary first. Outside in. I know, it's backwards. We haven't used 86, so CJ Gardner-Johnson is an option. Let's see what else. Oh, there's a big drop off here. Okay, there's really no one that's our scheme fit at the strong safety position. He made some insane plays for us in our last team building video where we had to link players by stats. So as much as I'm not a fan, I've kind of become a fan. So Jalen Johnson is obviously supposed to be a cornerback number 2, but CJ Gardner-Johnson is our strong safety. Now we move to left outside linebacker. Well, we're gonna need someone in coverage running a 4-3, and oh my gosh, bro. I have seen no one yet. We're down to 72. I've seen 0 scheme fits. Is there not a single scheme fit for what we're running? Oh my gosh, Jabril Cox at a 68 overall is the only scheme fit, dude. I swear. I mean, I scrolled all the way through this. I can't even believe my eyes right now. Is this for real? This is what I'm talking about, boys. It's going to get a lot harder. Now we got a middle linebacker, which is a very important piece for this lineup. And 91 overall, Bobby Wagner, the dinosaur himself, is available. We also could get Devin Lloyd, who's an 86. No, we can't. We already used 86. Nick Bolton at 84. No, we used 84. We used 83. Oh, this is so bad. I think, I really like Caden Ellis, but I used 82. There's really only one option here, and it's the dinosaur himself. 91 overall, Bobby Wagner. Although he's old, this is only a 1-season sim. And I still haven't used a lot of the 90+ overall positions, so we got to take advantage of that. Oh my gosh, dude, I could have gotten Khalil Mack if I didn't just use the 91 overall. You're actually kidding me, bro. This is going to go on forever now, isn't it? It's going to go on forever. Odafe Owe, 82. I used 82. See, the problem is I used so many of these. Yaya, 81. Okay, that's not bad. We haven't used 81 yet. Yaya Diaby it is, baby. Welcome to the Vikings, my friend. I can't believe we could have had Khalil Mack. Oh, I'm so upset. Now we move to free safety. And I would love to get Jesse Bates, but we used a 96 already on offense. Minka at 93. Oh, let's go. We haven't used 93 overall. Kirby Joseph at 89, which we have used. Yeah, dude, I am for sure going with Minka Fitzpatrick. This guy is going to fly all over the field. Now we go back to cornerback. We've got to get 2 more corners here at CB1 and CB3. And I was smart. I didn't use 93, so we're taking Derek Stingley Jr. There's a lot of corners at the top of the list I can't get. I would love to get Cooper DeJean. You guys are always calling for him in the comments, but I gotta go with Christian Benford because he's an 85 and we have not used 85 yet. And our secondary looks actually sick, but I am severely worried that our defensive line, we're not going to find the right scheme fits. Also, our linebackers, I don't care what anyone says, they're not great. But now we move to right end all the way across the left end. Have we used 98? Have we used 98? No! That was Saquon Barkley. I mean, we chose Saquon over Myles Garrett, essentially, so you can't be too mad at it, but this could still be a problem because, again, I'm not seeing too many here. 83 we've used. 82 we've used. 79 we've used. Oh, this is bad. 78, nope. We have not used 77. So Charles Omenihu, Mike Dana, Kwity Paye. These are all good options. I think I'm going to go with Charles Omenihu and knock 77 right off the board. Have we used 97? Have we used 97? Have we used 97? No! No, we have not used 97, which means we can get Chris Jones at defensive tackle. I have to check my list like 25 times. I always screw up on these. You guys know that too well, but I'm 100% positive about this one. Let's freaking go. Chris Jones, welcome to the Vikings. He is the cornerstone of our defense. We also haven't used 95. Unfortunately, there aren't any 95s. We have used 96, so we can't get D-Law. Who else? Jonathan Allen, 88. No can do. Okay, we will settle for Daquan Jones, who's an 80 overall scheme fit. Everyone is a 96, dude. Like, I want Nick Bosa so bad. I want to see him doing the Trump dance, bro. Aiden Hutchinson, 95. I don't think we've used 95. I don't think we have. Yes, sir. Aiden Hutchinson, left end, 95 overall. We didn't get Myles Garrett. He looks terrifying, by the way. I mean, that eye black is just disturbing. And with kicker and punter, I don't think there is such a thing as scheme fits. So the highest overall that we can actually get that we haven't used already is Cam Little, who has 94 kick power, or Greg the Leg, who has 96 kick power. You know who I'm going with. Greg the Leg Zerline. And for punter, we've got to go with the 74 overall. Again, there's no scheme fits for punters and kickers, so I'll just take Corliss Waitman. Wait yourself on over to the Minnesota Vikings, my friend. And I have never seen so many puzzle pieces on the same team in my life. The offense is crazy stacked. And there are parts of the defense that are crazy stacked. We are 100% scheme fit on both offense and defense. Again, I've never seen that. And overall, a 91 rated team. Really not that bad. We have a good chance to go win a Lombardi. I will be playing on all Madden and arcade mode because I just think it's more fun. I'm turning Phil roster on. If the CPU needs to sign anyone, they'll do it. It'll just be free agents. It's basically irrelevant. It's so that offensive players aren't playing on defense and vice versa. So let's go ahead and sim to the playoffs here and pray that we make it. I don't see how we don't. This team we built is one of the better teams we've ever built. Not only did we make the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen, but we went 14-3. We earned ourselves the first round bye in the NFC. And just to show you, besides the bye week, which doesn't matter, of course, there are no force wins, so don't you comment down in the comment section. Force wins, he cheated. Well, let's see if we can take down the Rams at home in the NFC divisional round. Now, we're going to be simming through the whole game. I'm only allowed to play if we get to the Super Bowl, and we're already off to a terrible start. This is absolutely wicked. At least we got within 7. Now, can we get some points or a stop? Our defense is a problem, gentlemen. We at least tied it up here. 14-all. We're going to overtime. They can't score. We do. We win in overtime, baby. 20-14 in the divisional round. Burrow had 245 for 3 touchdowns and an 81% completion percentage. I love it. And now we're at home trying to take down the Packers in the conference championship. As a Bears fan, this would be chef's kiss. Very sweet. Take a 7-0 lead early on. That's exactly what we do. And the defense makes a stop. We got a 2-possession lead now. They can't score. The defense is finally stepping. Oh, it's a blowout. It's a massacre. Jordan Love. What are you doing, bro? Only dropping 7 and we hung 27 on them. That is a beautiful performance from these gentlemen. We're hopping in on all Madden difficulty, playing just the moments in the Super Bowl against the Baltimore Ravens. Can we bring this home? Which, if you're wondering why I chose the Vikings for this video, it's because I put a poll up on my channel. As you can see on screen, you guys overwhelmingly chose Minnesota. So be on the lookout for when I do those in the future. Subscribe so you make sure you see those polls. Big first quarter drive. We're only calling coach suggestions, playing the moments this entire game. So yeah, I can't cheese anything. Let's see if Justin Jefferson can get open early on. No, he can't. But Joe Burrow can scramble. I'll throw it away. Okay, there's no way on my first offensive drive I screw the pooch this much, right? Wow, I can't even get the ball off, dude. Okay, good. We are getting plays here. It's 4th down already. This is less than ideal. Maybe we should have invested more in offensive line. But we got Justin Jefferson. It doesn't matter. I am back to the same spot. But I got a wide open receiver on the outside. Look at that. That's DJ Moore. That's why I picked him up. Try a little whip route here with Jay. No, X is so open, though, in the flat. Who is that? Oh, it's Shea Jettis. Hurdle. Oh, that's why we play on arcade, dude. It's so fun. If you guys haven't tried it, I'd love to just have Justin Jefferson score for me here, but I'm going to throw it to who's open. And right now, that's Jamison Williams. Ooh, that's a 7-0 lead in the Super Bowl. Come on, defense, get a stop. Get a stop. They did. We got the ball again. I mean, I feel strongly obligated to get Saquon Barkley at least a chance to score a touchdown here. Get out, Gilliam. Get out, Gilliam. Get out, Barkley. Ooh, that's 14-0, baby. I just want someone to win. I want someone to wipe them off the face of this planet, and that's B across the middle. DJ Moore to the 40. Calling this 5 wide, so I guess we'll let that happen. Barkley over the middle, wide open. Hurdle, I tried. He didn't fumble, though. Not gonna lie, coach suggestions is kind of cooking right now, gentlemen. I mean, it's like actually cooking. Wide open, tight end. Who do we have at our tight end? I totally forgot. Doesn't matter. Touchdown. And despite the Ravens putting up a fight and making this game close, they just couldn't close the gap. And that touchdown should absolutely seal this game, as Saquon Barkley is doing quite the dance here, man. Victory is mine. Victory is mine, baby. We brought a Lombardi home to Minnesota, baby. But like I mentioned, we did an even more challenging version of this where I had to link Madden players by their ratings. That was really tough. Go watch that up here. I promise you'll